Hello and welcome to episode number 6 of Rewiring Your Brain for Happiness. Last week we worked on rain, recognizing whatever's here, allowing it, investigating it, and then nurturing that part of ourselves. I want to be very clear about why we're doing this specific work and what it has to do with happiness. So a lot of times in life, things arise, whether in the internal environment or in the external environment. And we very often just will find ourselves in reaction to whatever is going on either inside of us, anger, sadness, depression, stress, body pain, whatever it is, worrying, sleepiness, restlessness, you name it. Whatever is occurring in here, or we will find ourselves reacting to whatever is occurring out here. Flat tire, stubbing your toe, somebody gets your coffee order wrong, somebody gets your food order wrong at a nice restaurant, something goes wrong at work, you make a big mistake. We could name a bazillion different things. Your mother says something that makes you mad, your partner does something that makes you feel not trusting of them, right? Whatever it is. And usually, how it works is something arises and we're just quick to react. Anger's here, so we shut down. Anger's here, so we lash out, right? Sadness is here, so we crawl into bed. Sadness is here, so we, close down our heart. Grief is here and we start drinking. Grief is here and we start using marijuana more regularly. Whatever it is internally, we begin reacting. Same with positive things too. We get a promotion at work, we go out and we go drinking, right? Whatever it is, we're just constantly in reaction to what's here. And same thing with our outer world. Somebody says something mean to you, you all of a sudden think that they're a horrible, mean person, and you stop making eye contact with them. You stop choosing to involve yourself with them, right? Or let's say you get a flat tire and you just start freaking out because you're going to be late for work, and you start feeling anxious and you start reacting to that anxiety, thinking, why me? What's going on? Why is this happening to me? My life is horrible. This is terrible. Or your boss says something to you about a mistake you made. And then all of a sudden, I'm a terrible employee. I'm never going to get what I want. I might as well just quit. This type of work isn't for me. I suck, whatever it is. Constantly in reaction instead of having awareness and observing what's here. And part of being happy, part of contentment is our ability to be with whatever arises, whether it's in our internal world or whether it's in our external world. Literally being able to be with whatever is here with a balanced mind, without reacting, without making it mean it's the end of the world, or without making it mean that it's the beginning of something amazing and brand new. This includes positive things. We oftentimes can get overly excited and get attached to certain results, and that too creates suffering. Because if it goes any other way than you intended or you thought, you will suffer. Remember, the definition of suffering is wanting things to be different than they are in this moment. So we're practicing, learning to be with things exactly as they are in this moment. We're recognizing it, And remember, we can recognize the R, recognize a lot of different things. We can recognize what thoughts we're having. Okay, what thoughts am I having? We can recognize the body sensations that we're having. We can recognize our behavioral patterns. Oh, I'm emotionally eating. Oh, I'm being shut down. Oh, I'm lashing out. Oh, I'm numbing out with TV or whatever it is. We can begin watching behavioral patterns. And here's the key, is beginning to observe things. So the in, and I mentioned this in the last video, but I'm going to go more into detail. So let's start with the I, but we're going to go in, is non-identification. Can also mean non-identification. And we'll talk more about that in a second. So once we recognize, you can also recognize emotions. I want to say emotions. So, oh, sadness is here. Oh, lashing out is here. Oh, depressive emotion is here. Oh, excitement is here, right? And then we go into allow. Can I let this be here just as it is? Can I let this be here just as it is? Without needing to judge it, without needing to change it, just as it is. Balanced mind. Not having aversion to it, pushing it away. Not attaching to it, wanting to bring it closer and hold it tight. But can I be with this just as it is? And then we have I, which is investigate, where we ask skillful questions to dive a little bit deeper. What am I believing? Is there an age that I remember first believing this? You begin looking underneath to see what you can find. And then in, nurture, which is something that we just naturally need to get better at. We as a society are not taught how to comfort and nurture ourselves. We are taught that things in our external world will nurture us. So food, alcohol, movies, entertainment, social media, partnerships, excitement, pleasure, experiences, right? All these things we're taught. Go after, go after, go after, go after, go after. They'll nurture you. They'll comfort you. They'll give you peace of mind in life, right? And then we do them and we still feel the way we feel. Because it's a short reprieve. And then the experience goes away. Like everything. Everything comes and it goes away. It arises and it comes, goes away. And it's the same with these comforting things that we think are going to comfort us, when in fact, we have to start learning how to comfort ourselves in skillful ways. Placing hands. Some psychologists nowadays are calling it reparenting. So wondering where it came from, and then what does that younger version of ourselves need? Love, appreciation, encouragement, to be held, right? And in can also mean non-identification. So non-identification is literally the idea that things that are happening are not personal to you. Like even sadness. Okay, so if sadness arises in you, it's actually not personal to you. It's just something that arises and goes away. If we watch it without attachment, without aversion, if we just watch it with this balanced mind, that actually it will come, maybe it'll peak and then it'll go away. And then maybe it'll come back and peak and go away. So sadness will come, it'll peak, it'll go away. And then excitement will come, peak, go away. And then hunger will come, peak, and go away. That everything that arises actually comes and goes away. But it's not that it's personal to you. It's actually just a phenomenon that arises. And our job in conscious awareness is to watch what arises, not attach to it like it's ours. So a lot of times what we'll do is sadness will arise. I'll stay with sadness. Sadness will arise. And then we'll begin to identify and say, I am sad. I am sad. I'm feeling so sad. I'm so sad. And then we begin acting out the behaviors of believing that it's personal to us. Maybe we shut down. Maybe we crawl into bed. Maybe we go down the rabbit hole of thinking and think about all the reasons we're justified for feeling sad, right? And being identified is like this. So go ahead and place your hand over your face like this. And try to look at your hand. Try to find the intricacies of your hand. You can't really, right? It's just this mass. You can't really see anything. You can't really do anything about it. If you didn't know it was a hand, because I just told you it was to put your hand on your face, you'd be like, what is this? Now, pull it away about 6 inches to a foot. And look at it. Notice the intricacies. Now you would notice that it's a hand, right? You'd be like, oh, okay, it's a hand. It has 5 fingers. You can see it. When things are here, identified, we can't do anything about them. We believe that they are us. It's the same with our reality and story. They're married. We believe that they're the same, that there's no separation, but we're beginning to separate things. And same with this. We believe that sadness is who we are, so we start acting sad. Nothing bad or wrong about it. It's quite normal. The more that we identify with things, the more that we can place ourselves in boxes to understand who we are. So a lot of times people will walk around with this idea that they're a depressed person or a sad person. And then they live out their life inside of that label, inside of that box. And here's the difference. So let's take depression. I am depressed. Very different than depressed emotion is here. Very different. I am depressed comes with a set of ways of being in the world. You have to be sad and somber all the time. You have to be in bed more often than others. You think everything is bad about life. You kind of have this dark view of the world. Whereas if you can just be with depressed emotion when it arises, you can notice it. Oh, depression's here. What is it like in the body? What thoughts come with it? What behaviors come with it? And then watch it and it will go away. Nothing is forever. Nothing is forever. We are all impermanent. Our emotions are impermanent. Our thoughts are impermanent. Our feelings are impermanent. Our bodies are impermanent. Everything, including the things that you think have you stuck, they come, they go away. And if we can learn to stop being here, attached to it, identified with it, and we can learn to look at it from here like, oh, and we can see it. Oh, depression is here. Depressed emotion is here. Oh, anger is here. Oh, judgment is here. Oh, self-critical thoughts are here. Oh, flat tire is here. Oh, boss giving me a review is here. Oh, person in the street yelling at me is here. No problem. We can look at it. And inside of the awareness of looking at it, observing it, looking at it, observing it. Through awareness, we have choice. How do I want to respond? Versus reacting. How do I want to respond? What's here for me to do? What's mine to do? in this moment. So we begin to observe life instead of think life is happening to us. We observe life, this beautiful phenomena of things arising and going away. People in our life arise, they go away. Even if you're married to them, you see them in the morning, you kiss them, they go to work. They arise in the morning and they go away. They go to work and then they arise again and they go away. Same with our emotions. They arise, they go away. Happiness, here, gone. Sadness comes, gone. Depression comes, gone. Tiredness comes, gone. Right? Same with everything else. Body pain. Knee pain arises, goes away. Knee pain arises, goes away. Headaches arise, they go away. Everything arises and goes away. And our job is to observe it. The more that we identify, the more attached we are. It becomes who we are. Whereas if we can gently detach that it's us, we can just observe it. And being able to observe life with this balanced mind, not needing to change it, not needing to alter it, not needing to judge it, just observing it, the more that we have access to choice and freedom, the more that we have access to pure happiness, to joy, to contentment. It really is like, how can I be the sky, and if a storm comes in, I'm not rocked by it. And same with if beautiful sunny day comes along, how can I also not be rocked by that and think that when's the shoe gonna fall? Like really just being with things in a balanced mind manner. And so from this place, you're going to continue practicing rain. And you're going to practice this week detaching identity. And here's the thing. If you're saying, I am anything, you are identified. So beginning to label things this week as in, oh, sadness is here. Oh, thoughts about work are here. Oh, worry is here. Oh, flat tire is here. Oh, mistake at work is here. Oh, exhaustion is here, right? How many of you feel so exhausted or so overwhelmed or so like you don't have time? Just label, oh, overwhelm's here. What's it like? Can I recognize it? Can I allow it? Can I investigate it? Can I nurture it? Can I unidentify from it? That is your practice. If you have questions, you can email me at KimberlyEliseJohnson@gmail.com. You can also go to KimberlyCoaching.com and write me on my contact page. You're doing good work. You're doing such good work. See you next week.